steel, fire, armor. During World War II, tanks became the unstoppable force that dominated battlefields across Europe, Africa, and the Pacific. Some earned legendary reputations through overwhelming firepower, while others became icons through reliability, speed, and sheer numbers. Today, we're exploring the 10 most legendary tanks of World War II. The Tiger I entered service in 1942 and quickly became one of the most feared tanks of World War II. Armed with the powerful 88mm KWK-36 gun, it could destroy most enemy tanks long before they were within effective firing range. Its thick frontal armor made it extremely difficult to penetrate, giving German crews a major advantage on the battlefield. Although only about 1,350 units were built, the Tiger I gained a legendary reputation for its firepower, protection, and psychological impact. Despite its strength, it was expensive, mechanically complex, and required significant maintenance, limiting its effectiveness in prolonged campaigns. The Soviet T-34 is widely regarded as one of the most influential tanks ever built. Introduced in 1940, it combined sloped armor, wide tracks, excellent mobility, and a powerful gun into a balanced design that revolutionized armored warfare. Its simple construction allowed the Soviet Union to manufacture more than 80,000 units during the war, overwhelming German forces with sheer numbers. Reliable, durable, and easy to repair, the T-34 played a decisive role on the Eastern Front and became a symbol of Soviet industrial strength and military resilience. The American M4 Sherman was the backbone of Allied armored forces throughout World War II. Although it was not the most heavily armored or heavily armed tank, it was exceptionally reliable, easy to maintain, and produced in enormous numbers. More than 49,000 Shermans were built and supplied to Allied nations across Europe and the Pacific. Its mechanical dependability, mobility, and logistical support allowed it to remain effective in a wide variety of combat situations. The Sherman became one of history's most recognizable and successful tanks. The German Panther was introduced in 1943 in response to the Soviet T-34. It featured highly effective sloped armor, excellent mobility, and the deadly 75mm KWK-42 gun, capable of destroying enemy tanks at long distances. Many historians consider it one of the best balanced tank designs of the war because it combined firepower, protection, and speed. However, early production models suffered from mechanical reliability problems that affected their combat performance. Even so, the Panther remained one of Germany's most dangerous armored vehicles until the end of the war. Also known as the King Tiger, the Tiger II represented the peak of German heavy tank development. Entering service in 1944, it combined the powerful 88mm KWK-43 gun with exceptionally thick sloped armor, making it nearly invulnerable from the front. Few Allied tanks could defeat it in a direct engagement. However, its enormous weight reduced mobility, increased fuel consumption, and placed heavy strain on its mechanical components. Despite these limitations, the Tiger II remains one of the most iconic heavy tanks ever built. The Soviet IS-2 heavy tank entered combat in 1944 as a direct response to Germany's Tiger tanks. Equipped with a massive 122mm gun, it was capable of destroying enemy armor and fortified positions with devastating firepower. Thick frontal armor provided excellent protection during assaults, making it a valuable breakthrough tank. Although its large ammunition limited its rate of fire, the IS-2 proved highly effective in the final offensives toward Berlin and became one of the Soviet Union's most successful heavy tanks. The British Churchill tank was designed with protection and battlefield endurance as its highest priorities. Its exceptionally thick armor enabled it to survive hits that would destroy many other tanks, while its long track design allowed it to cross difficult terrain and steep obstacles with ease. Although it was slower than most contemporary tanks, the Churchill excelled in infantry support and specialized engineering roles. It served throughout the war in multiple variants and earned a reputation for reliability under difficult combat conditions. The British Cromwell was one of the fastest tanks used during World War II. Powered by the Rolls-Royce Meteor engine, it achieved impressive speed while maintaining good mobility across challenging terrain. Designed for rapid maneuver and exploitation, it supported Allied advances during the Normandy campaign and later operations across Western Europe. Although its armor was lighter than some heavy tanks, its speed, reliability, and agility made it a highly effective cruiser tank during the final years of the war. The Panzer IV was Germany's most widely produced tank and remained in service throughout the entire Second World War. Originally designed as an infantry support vehicle, it evolved through continuous upgrades into an effective main battle tank, capable of fighting increasingly powerful Allied armor. More than 8,500 units were built, making it the backbone of Germany's armored forces. Its adaptability, reliability, and long production life ensured that the Panzer IV fought on nearly every major front of the conflict. The Jagdpanther combined the powerful chassis of the Panther tank with the devastating 88mm Pak-43 anti-tank gun. Designed as a tank destroyer, it featured heavily sloped armor and exceptional long-range firepower, capable of destroying almost any Allied tank before coming within return fire range. Many military historians regard it as one of the finest tank destroyers ever built because it balanced mobility, protection, and firepower so effectively. Although produced in limited numbers, the Jagdpanther earned an outstanding battlefield reputation.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more fascinating history and legendary weapons.